Bitcoin is running out of time. I've been saying the same thing for weeks now, and it's getting harder and harder to stay bullish as each day goes by. In this video, I'm going to be fully transparent. I'm documenting everything, my reasoning, my action, and exactly what I'm going to do about it. Please join our Discord if you're looking for a community to talk about crypto, stocks, and finance in general. We also have a weekly live stream, and if you want to come on and say what you want to say, we will take anybody. Just join the Discord, shoot me a message, and let me know. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Welcome back to the beginning of the week. Welcome back to Monday. This isn't my typical kind of update video. This is more of an important one, and I'm going to go over what's keeping me bullish for now. Okay, I'm still bullish for now, but I am getting nervous, and I'm going to show you what steps I'm taking to protect myself as I think the cycle is slowly starting to show cracks. First, let's cover the good part. Why am I still bullish, neutral, not turning bearish just yet? First things first, we've been talking about this for weeks. Our 50-week SMA, it's still holding strong. And like I've been saying for weeks, this is our line in the sand. A failed breakdown with a rejection to get back above would 100% confirm a bear market for me. Now next, I want to cover the weekly cycle lows. We've been tracking this very closely. We've been waiting for this timing window to close. We got about 2 days left. Now sometimes these cycles can extend. It could be a little longer, it could be a little shorter, but 66 days would be the perfect cycle window. Like a daily cycle, 66 days is like the base. That's the norm. So any close or dip within this cycle window within the next 2 days would be considered the weekly cycle low. Now after the window closes, after the 2 days are up, it could extend, but let's just say after the 2 days are up, that would mean that this would be our new weekly cycle low. Let's say it forms right here, and now that would become our new indicator telling us if Bitcoin breaks below this weekly cycle low, that is a signal that it is a failed cycle. And that's where the trend officially flips bearish. When a candle breaks below a weekly cycle low, when this happens, we're no longer climbing. We are slipping. Momentum is shifting. Lower lows are going to form. And the next move is usually down until a new cycle begins. So yes, everything is going to be determined by time. But time is running out. There is not much time. And that's why I'm starting to be cautious. So now I'm going to talk about the bad side, the bearish side. Why I'm slowly starting to flip. Now, I want to look at previous cycles. We come back to this chart from time to time. But each day we get closer and closer to a cycle end. And if we look here, from the halvening, there's usually about 550 days, give or take, 365, 518, 550, and then we'll just say 550 again. It could extend longer. It can be shorter. But even so, we are getting close to an end. I mean, if we come here and zoom into this cycle, you can clearly see that we are on a knife's edge. And if we move to a daily chart, you can see that there are more days, right? There's about approximately 18 days left. And that's why I keep saying Bitcoin needs to move now, man, now. And I think in hindsight, if we look at this, if we go back to the monthly chart, we look and we say, whoa, in the future, say we're in January, it's 2027, we're at a bear market lows. We're going to look back at this and say, of course this was the cycle top, guys. This is rolling over. We're clearly going lower and lower. It's just perfect. It's a perfect little cycle top. And that's what's really getting to me. We're getting close, and I do think Bitcoin has one last chance to run, but that would be the absolute finale. Now, something that is concerning me is the monthly MACD. Now, you can't look at this and tell me that we are not getting close to a cycle end. Look at what we have done since 2023, guys. We've gone on a tremendous run. It's been amazing. And you see what happens last time the monthly MACD crosses bearish. It's not pretty. And you could clearly see here we are getting close. Now, within November, we could still have a green candle, of course, with one last run. But guys, we're running out of time. You know what I mean? Momentum is fading. This cannot continue on forever. You can't sit here and look at this and tell me that this is not bearish or the cycle is not coming to an end. Now, what am I doing about it? Why am I slowly selling my spot positions? And before you call me crazy and say I'm selling the bottom, let me just explain. Now, I'm not selling everything. I'm just DCA'ing out just like I DCA'd in, okay? I'm taking profits gradually, and I did at every local top, especially when we're at 126. Yes, my swing trades remain open, but of course, I'm scaling out of positions at these levels. Now, here's my reasoning. People might say, oh, you're selling the bottom, you're selling the bottom. Let me show you my first ever Bitcoin purchase. Right here is when I first got into Bitcoin, because I've been in crypto since 2021, but I wasn't holding Bitcoin at the time. I was only holding Ethereum, and I held everything to a loss. Now, you're probably wondering, why didn't I accumulate Bitcoin earlier? Why did I accumulate here? Why didn't I start accumulating down here? Well, I was in school. And once I graduated in July of 2023, I got a job. I started working full time, and I put 99% of my paycheck into Bitcoin every single week for 2 years straight. I was in a very unique position in life. I was young. I was living with my parents. I had no expenses. I saw an opportunity of a lifetime, and I went all in. I risked everything for it. And now, of course, from this point on, if we mark from this low, I'm up approximately, we can measure from this low, we'll just measure from the high, 410%. I'm up 410%. Am I really selling the bottom? Now, what's the risk to reward for me? I know the bear market's going to come and we're going to drop at least 50%. That would put us at $50,000 per Bitcoin. Okay, my maximum risk drawdown is 50%. What's the upside from here? Bitcoin goes to 140? Personally, I don't think it will go above. Maybe it can go to 150, maybe 160. I just don't think it's possible. So let's say my upside potential is 30%. Okay, I have an upside of 30% and a downside of 50%. Not to mention, I've been working on this since 2023. I've spent years of my life working for this goal. Am I really going to let it go for an extra 30% when I'm up 400%? Am I really going to sit here like I did in 2022 and watch everything I worked for turned into dust? Yes, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins, whatever, recovered from this bottom, but I would have been in a far better position than I am now if I sold the top and bought back in the bottom, even a chunk of my bag. So that's my goal this time. I am in fully capital protection mode. I'm hodling, but I'm hodling smart. Okay, I'm using the 4-year cycle to my advantage to accumulate more Bitcoin, not just hold it blindly. So yes, I've sold at the top. I've sold portions at the top. I've sold portions here. I'm selling here, there, and everywhere because I am up 400%. I don't need an extra 30%. I'm comfortable with walking away with the amount of money I've made. I was thinking, no, I want to make this amount of money. Oh, I just want to make a little bit more. I want to hit this goal. And then I realized I'm just being too greedy. I will get a chance in the bear market to make more money than I could ever imagine I did within this cycle. So I just have to be patient. You have to be self-aware and think, I can just not be greedy. I can't just keep pushing my luck. You need to take a win, accept the win. You've done amazing. And I'm sure there's many of you like me. You guys have done great. Yes, there is more upside potential, but it's okay to take profits. It's okay to sell. So that's where I stand. I'm still bullish. I'm still optimistic, but I'm slowly shifting into capital preservation mode. And whether Bitcoin tops here at 140K, it doesn't matter to me. The point is to stay disciplined, secure your profits, and be ready for the next opportunity. If you're ever feeling greedy or chasing one last push, like I have before, it's time to really check on yourself, really think about what you're doing. That kind of thinking could get you destroyed. You could lose everything. I'll keep documenting every step publicly, wins, losses, and lessons. If you guys want to hear a full video on my journey through 2022 in the bear market, let me know because it was an amazing story and I love to tell it. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bitcoin is running out of time. It needs to make a move quick.